Okay guys, today we're going to talk about what apps do I use to actually figure out where I'm fishing and how I'm fishing and all that jazz, right? I use basically 3 apps. As far as I know, there hasn't been an app out there that allows me to use the 3 components, which is weather, tide, and my radar. If there is, I don't know about it. If there is, tell me about it. Okay? I have everything organized underneath here, my little window here. The first thing I check. Okay. Go. The first thing I check is my wind, because wind is huge. When it's windy, man, you do not want to be out there sometimes. You want this is pretty cool, because the program Wind Finder, which is free by the way, allows you to put in your favorites. Mine is Bahia Beach, which is down the street from me, Destin, of course, to Miami and all the other places I frequent, all the way to, I was in Montauk, Sarasota, all that stuff, right? So it's international. So you don't have to fish in Florida to use this app. It's good pretty much everywhere. I'll click on this per se. It tells me by the hour, within a couple of hours, what direction the wind, how many miles an hour, how much the max and gust will be, what the temperature will be, the direction of the tide, and the cloud cover, which is huge, hour by hour. Here's an example, right? Say, hey man, tomorrow it's going to be a northeast wind, blowing 10, maxing out at about 7 o'clock right there, starting at 12, maxing out 14 miles an hour, 61 degrees, and it's going to be freaking raining. So tomorrow doesn't look very good. Now if it tells me to wait, a lot of cloud cover, but if I just go blind cast, not a problem. It goes on and on and on. So one program is my Wind Finder program. Direction of the wind, the temperature, and the cloud cover. Perfect. Now, if it happens to be raining outside, or thundering and a potential rain, what I do is click on my radar, which is also free. And it's all over the world too. Not all over the world. All over the U.S. at least that I know of. It tells me where I'm at, and you can zoom in. And it gives you the direction and the intensity of the clouds, right? Which is cloudy outside. I just look. So it's right. So this is the directions. There's a big thunderstorm there. You definitely don't want to go there. Wait for it to pass. Or you caught out on the water. You can use this app to figure out how long you're going to wait out in the rain. And it's good for everywhere as well, not just for Tampa, obviously. The next app I use, if I'm really going to go fishing, is the tides, right? I want to pinpoint the exact point in time I want to fish. So, again, this place gives you the ability to, it's called Real Tides, by the way. This program is Real Tides. This one's not free. It's like $2, but if you use it a lot, it's well worth it. I've downloaded a bunch of free tide app, and they always like crash on me and stuff like that, which is very annoying. So this is Shell Point. Allows me to add my favorites and stuff. This is Shell Point. Allows me to bring this up. Tells me where the low tide is, the high tide is. It's pretty standard, right? And you can favorite it. You can do it on a map too. So this is pretty cool. So say I want to fish tomorrow. I know sunrise is going to be 7:20 a.m. The peak of the high tide is going to be 6:33 a.m. And it's going to be a plus 1.1. It's going to start going out. So by the sunrise, if you want to fish the outgoing tide, it's going to be perfect tomorrow morning. When the sun comes up, it's going to bottom out at 12:39. If you want to fish the incoming, you get out there around 12:39, and you can wait for the incoming tide to come in. So if you want to see, this is there. If you're out of town and you want to see other tide station in this area, you just click on this sucker, and it tells you all the other tide station that's in this area. So there it is. So you can click on other tide station that's in this area. You can go by that too. Buoys and markers and all kinds of stuff. See what this looks like. Also gives you buoy readings. The wind, the tide, the speed of the current, all that stuff. Like I said, $1.99 if you're an avid fisherman. Definitely well worth the investment. Much better than all the free apps that I've tried out there as far as tide is concerned. Excellent app. Of course, it tells you exactly where you're at too. That's where I'm at. Other than that, there's 3 apps. It's Wind Finder, My Radar, and Real Tides. And that's what I use. Tell me what you guys use.